Oh, what a day it is, everybody. Yeah. Woo! We are live, but we're also on tape from the tournament capital of Canada, from One Bills Drive Kamloops, with yet another episode, Season 4 of Why the Bills Will Win This Week. And they will! I can guarantee it. And speaking of guarantees, which we were, this is the guarantee episode. And we all know about Joe Namath. And that was the last time the New York Jets were good, and he had his guarantee.
We beat anybody in the world, and I think we're going to win next Sunday.
He has said that the Jets are going to win. He doesn't even predict it. He said, I guarantee a Jet victory.
And give him credit.
We all felt we could win. We won. Baltimore felt they could win. They lost.
But we also need to give somebody else some credit, and I'll give you a hint who he is. He is absolutely... Yeesh. The money, it flows like the Thompson River, which I can see from here, from my $1 million apartment with a $1 million view. It never ends. The alimony, it doesn't matter. The lavish spending, it doesn't matter. The pockets, they run deep. The well, it never runs dry. And I am going to put my money where my mouth is today with this guarantee. Adam Gase. Adam Gase, I'm calling you out, and I guarantee this. Adam Gase will not last the season as the head coach of the New York Jets. I can see it now, just like the pile of money over there and the pile of money over there. He will be fired after the New York Cessnas go 0-3 to start the season, starting today with a loss in Buffalo, in Orchard Park, New York, the home of the Buffalo Bills. But this is the home away from home. And let's get back to the guarantee. And I'll tell you why Adam Gase is absolutely clueless. Jamal Adams, one of the best safeties in the league. He said this.
I don't feel like he's the right leader for this organization to reach the promised land. As a leader, what really bothers me is that he doesn't have a relationship with everybody in the building. At the end of the day, he doesn't address the team. If there's a problem in the locker room, he lets another coach address the team. If we're playing and we're losing, he doesn't address the entire team as a group at halftime. He'll walk out of the locker room and let another coach handle it.
And Sam Darnold, he starts seeing ghosts last year.
Seeing ghosts.
Talk about winning the draft, Brandon Bean. You picked the right guy in Josh Allen.
That little steeplechase. Getting up right at the midfield stripe.
Who, by the way, will have 500 yards passing today and 4 touchdowns, 3 to Stefon Diggs. Wake up. But let's get back to the guarantee.
Seeing ghosts.
And Sam Darnold, he's seeing his ghosts. Just like Adam Gase sees ghosts at press conferences, apparently. He has no idea what's going on at any time. Look at him on the sidelines. He's clueless. And then I read this. His go-to phrase when he hears about criticism from fans is, I'm rich as... How do you like the sound of that, New York Jets fans? Your garbage coach doesn't care about your garbage team. And let me tell you, it is a garbage team. And he is a garbage coach. But back to the business at hand, which is Sam Darnold seeing ghosts.
Seeing ghosts.
And let me tell you this, Sam. You're going to be mesmerized on Sunday. And those ghosts, oh, ho, 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 it's no nightmare. They will be all too real, and it's the Bills' defense. It's Jordan Poyer with 2 interceptions. It's Ed Oliver. Sack, sack, sack! It's Mr. Edmunds at the linebacker position, the top linebacker in the league. He announces himself with 15 tackles today. Another guarantee. And just like I called it last year, you heard it here, episode 1 last year. Bills win 62-4. 2 safeties. The Bills will beat the Jets again. And this time, it won't even be close. 45-9. Devin Singletary, 100 yards rushing. Zack Moss, rookie running back, 2 touchdowns. He'll plunge them in. Stefon Diggs, 150 yards receiving today. Bank it. A guarantee for Monsieur the Wagons. And now for our weekly call-out session. And we start with Dan Pegura. Now, is this the year that you realize you gave up on Teddy Bridgewater too soon? Yes, it is. And that's no surprise. All those fat Viking fans. And there he comes. The big dummy on his horn. Embarrassing himself. And the cowardice of the team. It's on full display. Teddy Bridgewater. Big season. Kirk Cousins. You like that? You like that? You like that? Oh, you won't like it. Dan Pegura. Coward. Oh, boy, does it ever feel good to say that again. Angus Findlay. 2 years in the making. Speaking of cowardice, he makes a bet with Mr. Wagons. And if the Bills win, which they will, you can fire up the dungeon cam. Pour 2 of your sheep shagging shots. Do a little haka. And donate $100 to the charity of Mr. Wagons' choice. He loses, of course. $100 he owes. He finally comes out of his rat hole over there in New Zealand with some kind of weird disease you get from shagging sheep. And he says, Monsieur de Wagons, I have money. I also have more money than I promised. So do we give him credit for giving $200 instead of $100? We absolutely do not. A day late, not exactly $1 short, but you get the picture. You're a coward. And now it's up to you, Wagoneers, all across the world. Where does that money go? 200 bad guys. To me, it's a drop in the bucket. I have $200 right there on the floor, right now. I might even just throw it out the window with those dumb construction workers who won't shut up. But Wagoneers, all across the world, share the video. Comment on the video. Which charities are deserving of the money that Mr. Wagons made? And let's be clear, I am the benevolent one here. It is I, the benevolent one. I'd like to call out Ryan Shaw, down at the Vancouver club on his 9th martini, embarrassing himself. I'd like to call out Ryan Hudson. And I'll paint the picture now. There you are. You've rolled out of bed. It's 11 a.m. You didn't get your bets in time. But what you do now is you pick up the phone and you call the Pizza Hut and you take a little walk on Wing Street, don't ya? I'm calling you out. I'd like to call out Keith Stevenson. And I know, you're basking in the glory of your cover shot on Aviation Weekly. Loyal fan of the show, I love you, bud, but I'm calling you out. And then we've got the usual suspects. We've got Mikey J, who thinks he's the father of the year, who thinks Vegas is a good football team. Sin City, gambling, well, you can bet on this. It's a 7-9 season, and more disappointment to come in your way. Worst. Paul Hayes. Worst. Scotty P. A Tozine. Mike Makayev. Out in your dope den. Wake up. Wake up. John Keane. On his bike. clue. Dealing Don Dueck. Firing the cannons from his pirate ship. Oh, it's gonna be a big year. Tom Brady, injured. Gronk, conked. The cannons misfire. Self-inflicted wounds. And the ship is scuttled once again. We've been live, but we've also been on tape. From the tournament capital of Canada. And shh, do you hear that? Oh, I can hear it too. It's not getting closer, and it's not getting any further away. It's the Wagons. And they're a-circling again. And that a Bills train it keeps on rolling, baby. So join me on that quest as those 0-0 Buffalo Bills, as they trample on towards 16-0. Go Bills.